Good evening, Livio, Regano with tonight's weather. So far it's been a gentle transition into spring, no blinding dust storms, and our bushfire situation looks under better control than last year. September's historically our driest month, but the Bureau is still tipping better than average rainfall this season. Top temperatures continue to bounce around in that high 20s ballpark, which is about average for early September. Today's range in Cairns was 20 to 29 degrees. On the satellite loop, a few changes since yesterday. Instead of having most of the cloud concentrated in the tropics, not that it produced much in the way of showers, we're seeing a little bit of a mass forming in the south now. Either way, it's not being very productive, and once again our 24-hour rainfalls have only been in the less than 10 millimetre range and mostly nothing at all. We've seen just a few little light coastal fringe showers which you can barely discern on this enhancement here. So let's go to the chart now and see if that reveals any more info. High is quite slow moving in the Tasman Sea, and it's a fairly simple situation where you've got an anti-clockwise flow around the high, and that's generating southeasterly trade winds that come straight off the ocean, so there's plenty of moisture. It's keeping the nights a lot milder, but it's also making for some coastal cloud and one or two of those light showers. On tomorrow's chart, it's the same. Nothing really changes along the coast, but you do see an inland trough starting to move slightly east. On the outlook chart, again, it moves a little bit east at inland trough, but it's not until the weekend that it might pose a threat to the southeast with maybe a storm. And now the latest from the Weather Bureau. The boating forecast for Cairns waters southeast 10 to 20 knots tomorrow. Easterly 2 metre swell outside the reef. Friday's winds 15 to 20 knots. Saturday the same. There's a very strong tidal swing at the moment linked to yesterday's full moon. The next high tide's due later tomorrow morning with an even larger peak at night. The North Tropical Coast and Tablelands, a slight chance of a shower in the south only. Cairns 20 up to 28 degrees, Atherton 23, Innisfail 25 and Mareeba 27. Now looking ahead for Cairns, showers returning by the weekend with scattered light falls, and a new high next week should keep them going, along with a strengthening of southeast winds. For Atherton, again, we've got those showers coming back fairly soon, as early as Friday, but they're only light ones, 40 to 60% chance, and that will go all week. Tonight's Humble photo is an example of what we call overshooting tops, when rising air bubbles break through a stable layer and suddenly become so buoyant they literally fall upwards, causing huge towers of ice condensation above the base cloud layer. Brought to you by John Kesby from Castaways Beach. Thank you, John. Catch you soon. And now it's back to the team.
Yeah, wonderful, Liv. Thank you very much, mate. Thanks for your company. We'll catch you tomorrow night.
And just a reminder, you can watch a replay of our news on 7plus. And from all of us here, good night.
Good night.